Hi, it's Dr. Erica. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe my main channel, Erica Onic Farm D, where I talk about disease state management, medication profiling, nutrition, exercise, diet, vaccinations, immunizations as well. This particular channel talks about a tad bit of pharmacy. I also talk about my experience as a 13th year licensed pharmacist. I also talk about travel, delicious and nutritious food, and I talk about my biblical inspirations. So please binge watch all my videos, both my channels. This particular video, I'm talking about the typical day of a pharmacist, lunch, break, what we usually deal with during the day, working a 12-hour day or 11-hour day, or sometimes a split shift day. We have a 30-minute actual sit down or keep working lunch break, end quote. So, what that means is typically retail pharmacy, we start work at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Retail pharmacy, about 1 o'clock, we take a 30-minute break. We close the pharmacy down, and we're welcome to sit and have our lunch break. We're welcome to stay working if we want to have a working lunch break. However, we do uh, have the chance to take that 30-minute. During that 30-minute, we are refreshing ourselves, we're renewing ourselves, we're trying to eat healthy, we're trying to eat fast, we're trying to take in some deep breaths for the next 6 hour day or the next 6 hour um, dispensing of medication. So, my take on the 30-minute lunch break was quickly close down the pharmacy safely, go ahead and warm up my meal, and then eat for about 10 minutes, and then get back to work. There were some days where family would come in and eat lunch with me, or they would wait around for me to go on lunch. So I would have some company or have a wholesome meal for that 30-minute. But typically, from day to day, working a 38-hour, 40-hour shift, I would take 10 minutes, eat my lunch, quickly eat my lunch, and I would get back to work while I'm still on lunch break because we were just backed up or we were just that busy. Usually I would sit down or I would continue standing while I'm taking my break and eating my lunch, just depending on how busy the day or what time of the month that would be. Usually during the first week of the month, we're very busy. We're extremely overwhelmed. This third, fourth week of the month, we're slower. I have more of a chance to take a 20-minute lunch break and a 30-minute lunch break. And I'm able to actually sit in my car, chill for that few minutes, walk around, stretch my legs, put my feet up for a few minutes just to get that circulation and that inhalation and exhalation going again. But typically the pharmacists have to use their discretion on their lunch break because there's just so many options out there. um how do you want to lead? How do you want to be perceived by your clients? How do you want to be perceived by your superior, your supervisor, your district leader? So I would always suggest to any retail community pharmacist, take your time, take your lunch break, eat healthy, whatever you have. Be respectful of it and respect your 30-minute increment of lunch, and eat healthy. Drink plenty of water, electrolytes, Gatorade. Um, Incorporate nuts, pistachios, almonds. incorporate small snacks, fruits. Grapefruit was my favorite. Oranges were my favorite because it gave me a boost of energy and helped me to um, feel healthier as far as my immune system, helped me feel less sickly, but more energized. So again, fruits, nuts, granolas as well will help with that. And then Gatorade. It boosts your immune system. It helps keep you fresh and energetic. So when you're taking your 30-minute lunch break, consider all aspects of your lunch. Now, maybe a couple of times out of the week, I would maybe go get a Whopper sandwich, or I may go get a Burger King breakfast and then bring it in for my lunch. But typically, I would generally cook something or bring something from home as a pharmacist on the go and bring fresh fruits. Again, fresh fruits would always make me feel at home, close to nature, more wholesome, and more of a asset to my team, more of an asset to the company. Just make me feel more um, encouraged. So, and on my lunch break, I would read scripture, or I would go over a scripture for the day, or I would remind myself of affirmations. I would remind myself of inspirational quotes to help me continue on for the rest of my day. But if you don't have that time, it's good to do it first thing before clocking in or going to work, getting into your spiritual self, getting into your scripture reading, your encouragement and affirmations, writing and jotting down your scripture for the day, and again, preparing your lunch ahead of time or having an idea of what your lunch is going to be so that you don't waste time on your 30-minute break. If you are allowed the 30-minute break because of um, the amount of work that you might have to deal with. Okay, so that is my suggestion. If you have comments, questions, or just want to learn more about what it's like to work in a retail community pharmacy, please drop a comment and I'll get back with you. Thank you for joining me. This is Dr. Erica. I hope to see you on a future video. Take care. Bye bye.